How's it going, Jets fans? My name is Alex with my co-host here, Ryan Moran. And today we're going to take a look at Quinnen Williams, a guy, has his fifth-year option picked up already. 2 years left on this team. Will he justify a long-term extension? I personally think he can. He is a very, very solid pass rusher from the interior. Maybe a little bit left to be desired, but we're going to take a look at some of his clips, give a little bit of analysis on him. Collected 6 sacks last year, 53 combined tackles, 12 quarterback hits, and 7 tackles for a loss in 15 games. Had a little bit more production in 2020, over 13 games. So 2 games less, 2 forced fumbles, 7 sacks, 55 tackles. But overall, I think he can be a really integral piece to this defensive puzzle. And he has the talent to do so. So that's not even a question. But Ryan, before I dive into Quinnen Williams, how do you say, my friend?
I'm doing well, Alex. I appreciate it. So when you look at Quinnen, obviously, third overall pick in 2019, his rookie year, showed some flashes. And then obviously, like you just said, in 2020, that was really, to date, his best year. And I think the year that people really want to see him, continue to have moving forward. Obviously, you spoke on him getting that long-term deal, which personally I would love to see Quinnen have. I just think this is the year he's really got to break out, and it's got to not just show up on the stat sheet, but you got to feel his impacts more and more consistently game to game. And I think last year, the foot injury that he had late in the spring, I feel like that probably hurt him in the beginning of the year. It really kind of took him until the third or fourth game last year to really get going. And even last year, he still showed you some of those flashes. We're going to see in these clips some of the versatility he offers playing the 2-eye, the 3-tech, the 4-eye tech. And you see some of his technique, you see some of his athleticism, you see some of his speed, and you see him make plays against both the pass and the run. So there's a lot to like with Quinnen. He's going to his 4th year, and he's still only 24 years old. So I'm hopeful, year 2 in the scheme, one that really suits his skill set best, just one gapping right up the field. I'm hopeful this is really the year you see Quinnen just really start to break out and put himself in that top 10 at the defensive tackle position.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. He's got some strong hands. He's aggressive. He can expose gaps. There's no question about it. You see it through the film. Like, he has those moments where he just flashes. He has just incredible power, speed, and IQ, making those shedding those blocks rather. So looking at him and his statistics, they've been kind of a roller coaster. Good run defender his rookie season, then kind of wasn't that great as a pass rusher. Had a really good pass rush season 2020. Good run defender. His best season, obviously, like you mentioned, was 2020, and then kind of fell off. Maybe the injury played a part, but hopefully this year he's ready to go, fully healthy. It can make a significant impact on this team. But this is a guy who has the abilities to change the course of the game. You know what I mean? Like, every good team has to have a couple of guys who can change the course of a game at any moment. There was your one of these clips is him sacking Joey Burrow in the red zone with one arm. You know what I mean? Like, those type of plays change the outcome of a game. And I think that when you have a guy playing at the top of his level, that's where you're really looking to get the most value from him. And hopefully he can show that during his I guess, 4th year in the league. But let's jump into some of his clips and take a look at what he's capable of doing.
Okay. So he's in more of a 2-eye tech here. No, it looks like they kind of shifted the protection his way with Mitch Morse there.
He's such strong hands, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how many guys do you see? I mean, he moves an entire center with just one arm. Puts him off balance entirely, and then gets to Josh Allen, too. Especially against the Bills. He is quick. He has really underrated speed. Once he gets past his man, he takes off. I mean, he's there suddenly. He's pretty quick when he has an open lane. Bam. Can't get away from him either. Got those huge bear paws. Nice hands. Again, more good hands.
Yep.
Let's take a look here.
He's in more of like a 4-eye tech here.
Yeah, He loves to use that kind of push to he loves to use that just shove right at the shoulder to create a little bit of space for himself.
And then he rips through with the insides.
You can't get his hands. You can't get your hands on him sometimes.
Yeah.
You're a guard. He's so quick with his hands and powerful.
100%.
Really nice. Again. Let's see, look. I want to try and pause it right. So you're seeing here the entire concept of this guard. Like, if you're a guard and you're against Quinnen Williams, you want to get him in the shoulder, in the chest plate, right? Like, you want to stop him before he can get his hands. The thing is, he has such a strong chop that the second you try to get your hands on him, he chops those down. And then you have lost all leverage already. That kind of seems to be his best move. Every single rep that he's winning here is mostly him chopping or using kind of that push at the shoulder pad level. Really nice. And he's doing this against good quarterbacks, by the way. Like you're looking at Justin Herbert, looking at Joey Burrow, you're looking at Josh Allen. Like these are all very good teams that they played, and he had good performances.
She's a bit out wide here. It's like a 4-eye tech more inside the left tackle.
I mean, he destroys that guard.
Yep.
I mean, that's beautiful. That's how you play run defense. Completely uses that aggressiveness, that power, shoves that guard out of the way, and then just squares up. And you know, I'm not sure if that's Myles Gaskin. And I think he might have forced a fumble.
Yeah, you know what? I think he did, now that I recall. Yep. That ball's out.
Yeah, that ball's out. Nice. Let's see here. Here's the
probably
insane
his most
I mean,
noteworthy play to date here.
Yeah, this is sick. I mean, open lane, getting pushed from behind, and he grabs him with one hand. I mean, he just drags him down. That's impressive. That's impressive. It's awesome. Guards, like, left guards have trouble with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's so quick with his hands. If he can get a little bit more consistent, man, he's going to be such a good player. He's just has some inconsistencies, and like those hands, man, like you might not find more powerful and quick hands if you're from a guy in the interior like that. Maybe Aaron Donald's the only one, but he can match up with the best of them. It's just like he has the skill set to be elite. I just think he has to put it all together. And if this team is good, I think everyone else is going to kind of feed off of that success.
And it's the best situation he's had around him on the defensive line to this point since he's been with the team too. Exactly. So
look at his eyes. His eyes are always up. And he throws this man. Look at this. I mean, look what he does to this center in the middle of the pack there. He just completely just obliterates him without even looking at him. Gets his hands on him. He has his eyes on the quarterback the whole time. Shifts, bam. That's great. Great run defense. God, that center got crumpled. He's like a slinky. Goodness gracious.
Places the hands perfectly, and he's just got that power.
Lunges at him, make sure he wraps up. Well done. Yeah. You can see, I mean, look, if you're a Jets fan, you can see all of the talent here. There's no doubt that he has all the talent to be a fantastic player as a long-term defender, edge rusher, and he can set the edge too. I mean, he's also just kind of a well-rounded player. And from an interior standpoint, he is capable of being a pretty solid run defender, just plugging those A and B gaps. And he's really good at shifting. I mean, centers don't stand a chance against him. You need like good guards. You need good guards to help block Quinnen Williams when he's at the top of his game. But I'd love to see a little bit more, from him as a pass rusher and a run defender. This upcoming season last year was not great in either category, but had a couple of flashy moments. I think, like you said, best case scenario. Like, I think he gets the double-digit sacks, and like this is the best situation he's been in as a Jet. So hopefully that kind of extrapolates on his skills and confidence and allows him to kind of be the best version of himself. But what is your impression of Quinnen?
Sure. I mean, I love Quinnen, the person. I think he's everything that you want a franchise player to be. I just think, like I said, it's not even just like not always showing up on the stat sheet. You just want to feel his impact in games more and more. I think he's the main thing. And I would hope for about 50 total pressures by the end of this year, potentially more. Like, I think would be great. You're looking at a guy who definitely the sack production, like you said, hopefully creeps up towards double digits this year. He's able to crack that for the first time. And you just want to see the hits. You want to see the hurries and just impact plays like that, third downs, 2-minute situations. We're hoping the Jets are competitive late in games. I mean, that's really when you want to see him at his best, making these impact type of plays.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But guys, love to hear your thoughts below on Quinnen Williams, what he's capable of, what you think his projections will be for the 2022 season. He's got all the talent in the world. Hopefully he can put it all together and remain healthy this upcoming year, and show us like what he can do. And, this is a guy with so much capability, so much tangible and intangible traits. Like, he's got it all. It's just a matter of consistency at this point, which sometimes can be a football player's, worst and best friend. But guys, appreciate you guys tuning in to Fireside Jets. Make sure to drop a like and subscription on YouTube as always. and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.